everyone, welcome back to my 30 Days of Autism Acceptance series. The prompts were made by Autie-Jake on Tumblr, and as always, a link to his blog will be included in the description. Today's prompt is to talk about your favorite autistic headcanons. This might be a little longer, probably not. I will attempt to restrain myself. Also, I apologize in advance if you hear any screaming in the background. It's exam season and neighbors have been incredibly loud and just screaming all evening from somewhere outside. I don't know where. Also, I think I heard Samir walking around carrying his Netflix with him earlier, so if there's background noise, I apologize. So yesterday I talked about my favorite characters that are autistic in canon, but today I'll be talking about my favorite characters that I like to interpret as being autistic. There's more than a few. I think I'll start with Cosette from Les Mis. I'm not sure why entirely. I remember one time though, I saw a post on Tumblr from someone else who had canoned her as being autistic, and I think that kind of stuck with me in a way. Also, a few lines in the song Castle in a Cloud, like, nobody shouts or talks too loud, which, that's a mood. It really stuck though. I read her that way in the book now too. I just love her. She's a sweetheart, and she gets so much hate from a lot of Les Mis fans because she's the worst character, because she's boring, which, no, she's not. She may do less in the musical, perhaps, but part of that is also up to the actress that's playing her, and it's not that hard to look up other adaptations of Les Mis and get a more rounded view of her character. She's wonderful. I will literally fight to the death to defend Cosette. Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter is another one. I adore Luna. She's probably my favorite character in that series now. It used to be Hermione and Ginny, but no, it's Luna now. Part of that might be the whole Ravenclaw pride thing. It is my house. Obviously, though, magical creatures are her special interest, and she is just so unashamedly herself. She's just constantly doing her own thing and living her best life no matter how other people treat her throughout the series. And I just adore her. Yeah, the loud neighbors are back. I apologize. And of course, I do also have Disney princesses on my list. Ariel, Belle, and Rapunzel. Also Elsa, but she's not a princess, she's a queen. There is a difference. For Ariel, there are a few reasons. The love of human stuff just screams special interest, and she also spends a huge chunk of the movie being nonverbal. I mean, technically, it's because a sea witch stole her voice, but that's exactly what being nonverbal is like for me, so I'll take it. Also, the fact that she can't understand her dad's problems with humans and her dad not being able to understand her feelings, that kind of miscommunication is way too familiar for me. Not nearly to the extreme that is present in the movie, but I still get it. With Belle, a lot of it is just the fact that she has an easier time relating to books than people. That is huge mood. Same. Books make sense, people don't. All of her social interactions make it super clear that she has trouble understanding the people around her. The townspeople clearly think that she's odd. They even sing an entire song about it. And also, she couldn't care less about Gaston and his looks, which I also headcanon her as being ace, for the record. Rapunzel, of course, is just fabulous. The lanterns, which she refers to as the floating lights throughout the movie, those are obviously her special interest. It's the one thing that she wants. Seeing them is her dream, and she's just so happy and adorable and curious about the entire world, and I just love her. I also like to imagine that she uses her hair for stimming. There's just so much of it. Moving on. Elsa is the Disney character that I have the most canonical information to back up my headcanon with. I think the other three, it's just a few vague things that could be hints, and also because I said so. But Elsa, I can really back that up. Her ice powers and her response to them have been seen as metaphors for sexual orientation and mental illness before, but for me it's definitely autism. The ice powers get harder to control when she's stressed or anxious, and it all comes out in outbursts. That is a very good visual representation for what a meltdown feels like. Especially in the First Time in Forever reprise when she accidentally freezes Anna's heart. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm afraid will happen when I have meltdowns, and I have absolutely isolated myself the way that Elsa does in the past because of my uncertainty on how to handle everything. Also, the song Let It Go is a pretty good description of how I felt after getting my diagnosis. That perfect girl is gone because I don't feel like I need to try and be that anymore. I can be myself and that's okay. I know that now. And also, the support from Anna is totally like the support that I've gotten from my own sister. I am 100% convinced that my sister would climb a mountain for me like Anna does for Elsa. At least, I like to think that she would. I'm not ever gonna test that theory out. I don't want to be proven wrong. Not that I expect her to prove me wrong, but we're not gonna test it. I do strongly believe that I do have the best sister ever, though. Also, Ice and Snow are totally Elsa's special interests. I am, of course, still holding out hope that we will get an actual autistic Disney princess someday. And when we do, I'm going to do everything in my power to try and play her. First autistic Disney princess is an absolute dream role of mine. I will do everything in my power to make it happen. I need it. I could totally keep going on this topic if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to end it there for now. I do have other autistic characters that are favorites. Well, characters that I headcanon as being autistic that are favorites, at least. I don't know how to phrase that sentence properly. There are other characters that are favorites of mine that I headcanon as being autistic. There we go, that is the wording I was looking for. But I feel like at this point it would largely be me repeating myself. Zuko from Avatar, for example, it's a lot of the same reasons I gave for Elsa, but he's just as much of a favorite as she is. Also Newt from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but that's almost a repeat of Luna. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you again for tomorrow's prompt. Bye.